Hi, and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today we have a Blazer here, and the problem with this is the customer comes in and says that when they go over a bump, there's a loud banging noise in the front end. Now, frequently what happens with these kind of vehicles here is these sway bar bushings break off, and when they break off, you go over a bump, the metal bar hits what's remaining of the bushing and gives you that thumping noise. All right, so let's take a look and continue.
Okay. Today we're going to be working on a 2000 Chevy Blazer. It's the smaller version of it. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing the stabilizer link bushings, which are right here. And I'm going to show you why we're changing them, because on the other side of the vehicle there actually is a noise that they're getting. It's a rattling noise that they're getting, and as you can see, the bushings have actually snapped off down here. You can see where it broke off right in the bottom right here. So we're going to be replacing these stabilizer links on both the left and the right side. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go to the opposite side, because we got to take this off here, but it's pinched against here. So we're going to go around to the other side of the vehicle here, and we're going to go down on the what we're going to do is we're going to actually take these out here. There's different ways of doing it. You can do it with an air gun, or you can do it by hand. By hand it's going to be a little more difficult, obviously, because you're going to have a little bit of a problem trying to take it off. It's not really a big deal. You just get on here with a socket, and you would get up underneath here with a wrench, and this top piece here is actually, it's 1 1/4 inch, the top. And you can hold it with a wrench, 1 1/4. Chances are, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you're not going to have a 1 1/4 inch wrench, but you can take an adjustable wrench, or an adjustable plumber's wrench, I should say, and you can open it up, and you can put it on here like that and hold it while you rotate it out. It's going to be a little more difficult. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use an air gun to shoot this off right here, so it makes it a little bit easier, but I'll show you how it goes. Hold the top so it doesn't rotate, and even when I'm doing this, you run into a problem, because a lot of times the top here is just so rusted you can't really even hold it. So I'll show you what we're gonna do here. As you can see, this one was extremely rusty also. It broke off just as the other side did. The same thing happened on this one. That happened on the other side when I brought air into it. You can see how thin this is just from the water getting in here and rotting it away. All right, so now that it's broken off, we can take the old one out. We just pull the bar down out of the way like that to give yourself a little bit extra room. And then the bushings here, you can get in here with a hammer or a screwdriver, whatever you can knock it off with. I'm going to take a hammer and I'm going to just take a hammer and I'm going to persuade it slightly to come off. All right, you can use a screwdriver, you can use a hammer, whatever you have, and you can just knock off the old bushings. They're only made of plastic, they break and come right off. And then you have the bushings. Those you can just pull right out. You can get in here and try it out with a screwdriver or whatever you got. Let me grab a screwdriver. If you have a pry bar, you can use a pry bar to get it out. If you don't have a pry bar, you can just get in there with a regular screwdriver and just pry the bushings down, and they come right off. Fairly easy. It's very rusty because it's been on there for quite some time and it's just rotting away. And as you can see, there's not a heck of a lot left of the shaft. It's supposed to be probably a 3/8 or 5/16, but there's not much of it left on there. So I'm going to go around to the other side now. I'm going to take off the other stabilizer link, what remains of it, and then I'm going to show you how to put the new ones back on and get this job wrapped up. So let me take the other side apart, and I'll be right back. All right, so This is how we're going to put it back together now. We put on the metal washer with the rubber bushing, and it goes through here like this. Then we install another rubber bushing on top like that, followed by a metal washer. Then we put on our sleeve, followed by another washer, and then we have a bushing that goes like this. And the bushing goes on two different ways. You put it with the tapered part facing up into this area right here. You put it on like that, and then you just push your sway bar up like this. Your bushing goes on, and then you put your washer on, and you just catch the nut by hand. You don't tighten it up yet. Right, you catch it by hand so that you have everything assembled like this. Okay? So metal, rubber. The rubber goes against the metal sway bar. Then this rubber faces down to the sway bar, followed by a metal bushing washer. Then you have the sleeve, another bushing, and the washer goes through the lower part of the frame, and then you have the nut on the top like this. So I'm going to go around the other side, and I'm going to install it on the other side before we tighten this up. Because if you tighten it, you're not going to be able to get the other bushing in the other side. So let me go over there and get that one caught, and then I'll show you how to tighten that up. We're back. Got the other side all put together, exactly as we did this one right here. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to tighten it up. Now, you can tighten it up. Like I said, you can use a ratchet. You tighten it up with a ratchet. It's nice and easy. You just tighten it up until these bushings are compressed. But I'm going to use an air gun just to save a little bit of time. And we're not going to shoot it too tight. We're just going to go very easy. You take a wrench and you hold the nut up on top. Okay, you tighten it up like that. You don't have to go real tight. You just want to crush the bushings down tight against the frame. All right, I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to tighten that one up, and that's it. We're all set. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.